Omicron the Mad, and this does not appear to be streaming. Oh dear. Oh, don't tell me the update has ditched my key. No, that all appears to be in order. So it may just be a case of... Oh dear. Yep, no, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's all working! Haha! Brilliant. So, let's just switch all these about a little bit. Move that over there, bring these forward. Not that you can see what I'm doing, it's all just, that's better. That's much better. Right, welcome back. I'm going to be playing a little bit of The Secret World instead of the usual Dragon's Dogma, which is what I have scheduled for Sundays. But I haven't been keeping to a schedule because I am dead. Today's going to be a little bit of a catch-up session in The Secret World because obviously last time I was in a mad rush to try and get to Jake and annoy Jake and or Superspy, as many of you, I say many, some of you, I don't know how many people are following him at the moment. Anyway, he's a friend, I want to annoy him, so yeah, we had a bit of a kerfuffle trying to find each other on the same server in a very small starting area. He got a little bit further with some of the story stuff than I did. I want to get up to about the same point he was at, and yeah. So I'm going to be doing some of that, and some backtracking to do some catch-up on lore stuff, because, again, I was in a mad rush, so I missed a whole bunch of conversations that probably explain some stuff that's going on, as well as missing out on explaining some stuff that was going on. Yeah. Fun times. This isn't so much a return to form for me, not that there was much going on anyway. You may have noticed the new overlay, because I was pissing about with random stuff. See how it goes? It should be a lot easier to see chat, should anything like that happen. There is now a straw floating. Woo. Oh. Yum. And, yeah. This should all be good. And we're just loading into Kingsmouth? Yeah, I don't know why I'm... Ooh, challenge journal. This is... Okay, like weeklies and dailies and stuff like that. I am obviously a little bit more geared up from last time. Face still doesn't look right. I don't know if there's any option to change that. Let's... I don't know. I think the lore backtracking I can do later when I run out of steam a bit. Horror show. This is the one we want to do to catch up to Jake, so that we can then sync up a bit more and do some stuff, and hopefully he's discovered the thing I sent him. As far as I've been able to see from his activity, he's not been playing much. But anyway, let's shut up and get on with the... Ah, yes. Hey. Okay. I wanted to do this one. There we go.
Well, sure wasn't in our yearly budget to put the town under martial law. No, the good old boys on the council were all about thrifty spending, at least above the table. So I squirreled away where I could for some surveillance equipment. Police business, sure, let's call it civic awareness. I'm talking your webcams, your motion sensors. Oh, don't look so surprised. Kingsmouth might be out in the sticks, but we have electricity and everything. Running water in tourist season. Come back when this whole damn mess is blown over. I'll give you the tour far as the old lighthouse. But, to get to the point of it. Seems to me we should bring that gear out of mothballs and get it hooked up around town. Gives me some early warning and the others a break from my collection of Jeopardy reruns.
Did her eyes just go in opposite directions? Okay, yeah. I mean, you can tell that they had to fucking explain that they have running water. I mean, yeah. This is a very, very large wooden shack that is somehow the police station. Right. An event will soon happen in Fusang. That is a very nice jacket. I like that jacket. Phone book. Franklin Mining Museum. Kingsmouth Safe Loans. Craft Lane. Nice. Yeah, everything is a reference to everything else. So we're going to... Oh, we actually have to go to all of those. Okay. I can't remember what this build was like. Okay, that's targeting. That's fine. And, yeah, this is a nice little Illuminati town. Lots of forbidden knowledge and what have you. And some of the signs and things obviously have some meaning. I don't retrieve a camera from... Yeah. I assume it will be up here. You are literally doing the same quest, aren't you? That is a shotgun, but I can't pick up. Let's have a little look. There should be a security camera somewhere around here, and is that a dude up there? There we go. Nice. How the hell did they get up there? Yeah. Fun. You are literally doing the same quest, aren't you? This is going to be annoying. I will take a different route. Because I'm me. Instantly ambushed by zombies. Although they're not quite zombies, they're a little different to zombies. They're more like... Yeah, that. Okay. It will be explained further in the story what these things are. But, I mean, for now, we might as well call them zombies, because they are very much like zombies. Oh, okay, we're going back this way. Oh, I get street names. Yeah, I am insanely overgeared because I was a lifetime subscriber when this first came out. So, I start off pretty strong and I can solo relatively far. There is a whole bunch of lore behind damn near everything. And there are also Like, hello. Is there a thing that I moused over? No. Okay. There's also things that you have to look up and, like, Google, essentially. The game has an in-game browser for Googling facts. I probably mentioned this. Okay, so I've got to get up there. I think I've leveled up. This is the one that needs changing. Have it done before I'm back from Bangkok. New cameras are in the basement. Remember to fill out the repair form and file it with the museum admins. James Morris, FFM Janitor. To the basement! Where only good things can happen. I assume I get that from inside. Fun time. I've already forgotten the button that lets me auto loot. Nice. Ah! It appears we have a Kyle in the room. Hello. I've got a little chat pop out on the side so I can see things that happen. So yeah. If there are suggestions or, like, questions, or just general, you know, friendly chat type stuff, that is, yes, I will enter the basement. That's a thing that can happen. I have no idea how much attention I'm going to be paying to chat, but, you know, it's there. It's also the point of this new layout. It's to make room for... Oh, that is not pleasant looking. That is not pleasant looking at all. It's really weird to be able to go first person in, like, an MM... Oh, cutscene.
I think you should go away. You should go away now. You need to go away because I'm not feeling very stable right now.
Indeed. As we can see, the highly visible laser traps. Nope. Cannot target him through that. I get the feeling that that's going to insta-kill me if I walk through there. Aha! Okay, I see what's going on. We must avoid the cameras, which are fortunately not moving, so that's... Ooh! That is some lag action. Right. Okay, I thought that... So I died. I must not be seen at all, apparently. Don't think. Yeah, I don't have to do that cutscene again. So. Are you serious? No, 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 no. Okay, I'm pretty sure that route was safe and those cameras weren't moving, so I'm not... This could be grueling. Are you fucking kidding me? So the goal is to get to that button. That camera is definitely not moving. So, in theory, I should be able to go straight that way. I don't know why that was so difficult. And that has... I'm getting so much lag. Which I get the feeling is going to be severely dangerous for me. Your hands are glowing. That is not a good thing. Ooh, and some lore. So we've got one camera there. The world's noisiest and most obvious cameras. Oh, come on. Okay. Did that just move? What? Oh. This is going to be awkward. So the camera goes there. Okay, it's 3 positions. Yes, you did tune in at the right moment. The moment of absolute failure. And now... Oh, come on. No, 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 no. What? Okay. Yeah. Fucking cameras, right? So we go over here. wait for it to come back, do a full route round, and now it's here. Now the camera should not see me. And you only look in two places, I think. 1, 2. Oh shit, no. Okay. What? Nope, can't just jump up there. Will it blow up again? Okay, it's that new infinitely exploding C4. You just keep detonating it again and again. Fuck. That is not... Okay, it's at least checkpointed that part, so I don't have to do that again. Holy shit. Oh, come on. Right. So, yeah. I don't remember this being this hard for me the last time I did it. But that was quite some time ago. And my memory is getting shit. Doo-doo-doo. Well, I think the thing I need to get is that red bit. Okay. Yeah, I made that a whole lot more unnecessarily hard for myself than I needed to. Right. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Now I'm covered in some kind of random shit. Ew. I don't know if you can see that because of the lighting, but ew. That looks gross. The filth. A whistle blows so sweet, taste and see. That is just lovely. Initiate cephalopod signals. So that's like... It's basically a squid made of tar. Initiate cuttle ink. Yeah. Cuttlefish. It's not quite a squid, but it's sort of a squid. It's an imposter squid. It's also what Cthulhu's head is. He's not octopus face or squid faced, he's cuttlefish faced. So yeah, that is most certainly a thing. Monkey jizz. Yep, now we got some cameras to put about. Bizarre. And I'm more or less done questing until I can get person who I was going to actually play with, who annoy, around to do things with. But there's going to be a lot of backtracking, doing conversations that I missed so that people can actually follow what the hell is going on. Are those... Is that supposed to be like an effect of wind and mist, or just look like travelling tentacles across the sky? Yeah, I should not be here. Okay. There was a sprint button. Yep, there we go. Lots of pleasant noises. I don't know what that's for. I'm going to press the thing and see what happens. Use station. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what's going on. I know what I'm doing now. This all makes more sense. I thought that was something completely unrelated for some reason. Yeah. I'm kind of curious what the Secret World Legends is going to be like, because it's going to be more, a little bit more actiony, a little bit more solo-y. Okay, I can install a camera up there from here. That's helpful. I'm probably going to have to sort out my inventory again soon. What the hell was that? I don't really need any of these right now. I missed a thing over there? That is so much closer. Let's do that first. So that camera is looking at a very specific piece of ground. That is a terrible place for a camera. Which has now vanished because RPGs. Yeah, these guys are part of a sort of neutral group that maintains order between the three main secret societies. They're incredibly well armed and doing fuck all, which is useful. I don't think I have any tokens to buy interesting shit from them. Not that there's any point at the moment with the gear I've got. Basically, if I didn't have to get that one charge for my second dancing blade thing, I could have one-shotted him with it. Yeah. Fun times. And I think now there's the... Yeah, there's going to be some badness now that we've got security set up, because that's how it goes. Nothing bad happens until you're secure. Computer. There is nothing interesting in the suspect database yet. Online. Yay! And now I can look out the cameras. Okay, that camera was not that high up or angled that way. That is ridiculous. I don't know why I'm looking at these, it's completely pointless. Okay, I'm doing stupid things. That is over there. I'm going to stop doing that because that's pointless. Ah! Stuff. And send report. And we're now spying on this town, whilst helping them. Because that's not sinister at all. Yay! That is terrible. Is it? Why? No. Is it? Yeah, that's how I disassemble stuff. Can I disassemble? No. And that is Columbanus, an occult talisman. That's also terrible. All these wonderful crafting materials that I'll probably never use. Right. You are not an NPC.
Don't make me have to file another...
Okay. Fun times. So let's backtrack from all this random horror and go back to Sale. Nope, I am doing all the wrong things. I thought... Shifty? Yeah. We'll go there. So I'm going to head back to Sale and have some NPCs talk shit at us. Because why not? I suppose an explanation of the 3 different secret societies would be in order to help better understand. Like, yep. Okay, that's definitely stuff that's happening. Yay. Right now we're in the Hollow Earth, which is sort of a... It's like a space under Earth that is disconnected from normal time and space. It's very much... what you've got to think of is every bit of superstition, every conspiracy theory, every like major story and fairy tale is sort of true in this world, in its own way. And like there's like mythology and stuff about the Hollow Earth, the underworld, that sort of thing. So this is their sort of representation of that, and you can travel between places by going through there quite quickly. Seoul is the Seoul. I never know if I'm pronouncing that place right. It is the starting location for dragons. They're sort of they're practitioners of chaos, not sort of anarchists per se, but people think more Jeff Goldblum, the understanding of chaos theory, that there are lots and lots of complicated systems in place that are very, very hard to quantify. These are the people who like to stir up random shit to find out how all those complicated systems work. And they get very good at predicting things. And then, in turn, working out roughly what their next act of chaos will ensue. They're not necessarily the good guys, but they're also not strictly the bad guys either. They're just the people who are, in my opinion, more clued up. You've then got the Templars, who are basically an order of lawful dumb paladins who like to hit things in the face a lot. That is a supernatural thing. That is bad. Let us shoot it. Templar. That's the Templar, yeah. And then you've got the Illuminati, who are basically the Council of Ricks. They are so annoying. And yeah, they've got this crazy superiority complex. The official tagline for the game is sex, drugs and Rockefeller, which should tell you everything you need to know about them. They're basically corporate occultists. They're the Wolfram and Hart of the game, except they're not working directly for hell or anything, because they don't like having bosses over them. They want to be in charge of everything. And nobody likes them. Nobody. Even people who play Illuminati don't like the Illuminati. I think. Yeah, that's pretty true. That's pretty true. Specialist... No, I'm not high enough level. So I'm back here for reasons. Let's go in here. Actually, no. Let's not go in here. Because I was going to talk to some of the beginning people who I kind of sort of flew past as I was in a rush to annoy people. Obviously, as a group that respects chaos, they live in a fucking maze. I've even got a map. I've actually got a map, and this still doesn't help me figure out what the hell I'm doing. Bank teller, traffickers. this way? Oh dear. Nope, this is not the place I wanted to be. I heard a thing. Right. Maybe this was a bad idea. That's the police station slash computer cafe. Which means... there's stuff over that side. Okay, that's useful to know. You don't have anything to say? Now, I thought... no, this takes me exactly back to where I didn't want to be. So, this way should go to the hotel where I got my... nope. Yeah, my random... yes, the place with the prophecy blowjob. That is a thing. That is a thing that happened right at the beginning of the game. Prophecy blowjob. Which...
can I help you?
beats being smacked over the head and told you're magical now, or, you know, being injected by Rick Sanchez with a bunch of supernatural drugs. And this is one of the first people you actually get to have any kind of conversation with. And he, like way too many other people, seem incredibly clued up on what's going on, which is weird. But like some random guy in a hotel. So let's have him talk at us.
Me? Oh, I used to be a professor of history at a prestigious university in America. The board, they let me go. I lost my tenure. They said I was mentally unstable, but I know what happened. Someone got to them, and they probably never even knew. As far as they're concerned, I was a troublemaker.
I mean, it's possible to be all of those things.
That's how the dragon operates. Subtle terror. Arranging the pieces just so to... but you know all about that. I don't need to.
I don't really know all about that, but I do.
At first, I thought it was all just a coincidence. The documents I found, the books I came across, the information I uncovered. But they wanted me here, so they made sure I came here. I'm a resource to them, and as long as they need me, I can't leave. I mean, I can try, but I can never leave.
Interesting. So he's sort of a hostage?
I remember the first time I came across those letters. I was fascinated and terrified, but I knew I wouldn't be able to let the opportunity pass. To learn about the existence of the secret world, a secret history of the world. As the years passed, I became more and more obsessed. I lost my job, my wife. It took over my whole life, uncovering and documenting the secret world. I felt this was my life's mission. Nothing else mattered to me.
So it's basically like discovering a MMO that you like too much. Gotcha.
I was blind. I didn't realize I was being used. They wanted me to document the secret history of the world, but not so that I could go public with it. I'm their private historian now. I'm their tool. I belong to the dragon. Oh, the dragon. They're nothing less than the greatest mystery and marvel of the secret world.
Right, thank you.
From the moment I learned of their existence, I was fascinated. I've studied them, chased down obscure clues, attempted to decipher their complex past. Some days I feel the only thing I've learned is that there's so much left to learn. I've only seen scattered pieces of the puzzle. But you look long enough at those pieces, and a pattern begins to emerge.
It's a sailboat!
Shapes and colors, whispered voices, like the buzzing of bees.
Bees are very important in this. Well, bees are very important in general, but in this also very important. Swallowing a bee is how I became magic.
It may seem like chaos, but there is a beauty and order to it all. Events set in motion to ripple across the world, and the world bends to the dragon's will. Order through chaos. Construction through destruction.
It's not so much the world bending to the dragon's will as it is, you know, them having a semi-good idea of how them fucking something up is going to affect everything else, and then they can sit around smugly acting like they had it all planned out when it goes sort of right. It's close, though. It's very close.
I could talk for hours about the Illuminati, yes. They were once a great and arrogant beast, not unlike the Templars today. But they got burned and were forced to change and adapt. The Templars outmatched and outwitted them in Europe, and they did the only thing they could do to save themselves. They fled to the New World. They regrouped and rebuilt.
And got nice suits.
The Templars underestimated them,
And
left them to grow like a cancer until it was too late. They are even more powerful now than they were back then, and a lot more modern and adaptable than the Templars.
Again, I refer you to suits. I don't know if you can hear me pouring out a refill of my drink, but I don't care. Ha ha ha.
The Illuminati is built like a corporation. It's cold and pragmatic, and not tied to traditions or doctrine. They are all about the bottom line. Power, money, influence, control. They're obsessed with it. I'm not even sure they know what to do with it anymore, once they have it, other than spread their web even further. There is no grace, no beauty, no purpose. But it is efficient. I'll give them that.
Yeah. That's what happens when you employ Rick Sanchez to guide all your newbies through everything.
The bull in the china shop. They see themselves as refined aristocrats, but they are brutes. Anyone gets in their way, they get trampled, and they completely lack the ability to change. But why would they want to change? They are in a position of enviable power, more so than any other secret society. No vote passes on the Council of Venice unless the Templars are behind it. They have a tradition on their side. They have a weight. They have the biggest standing army of any cabal. I'm told that there are changes happening within the organization, the so-called New Templars. But theirs is a slow ship to turn, and based on historical data, I don't see the more radical elements being successful. Not in the long run. Temple Hall is built on a foundation of history, tradition, and blood. Without that, the roof will sooner or later come crashing down on their heads.
So, in summation, Dragon, a whole bunch of people who don't know what they're doing, but, you know, that's the plan anyway. The Illuminati, big bag of well-dressed dicks. Templar, big kids in the playground pushing each other over. Apparently some infighting. Interesting. The Phoenicians.
The Brotherhood of Phoenician Sailors is supposedly the black sheep of the secret world. To be honest, I don't see a great deal of difference between what they do and what the rest of them have done. What the Phoenicians lack is the support of the Council and the power to push their agenda through a vote. It's not like the big three are bastions of morality. They're all willing to sell each other out if it serves their cause. The Phoenicians are just a little more willing to turn their coats than the rest of them. They sell their services to the highest bidder, and more often than not, they're just in it for the money. That's where they differ from the others, and so they are labeled privateers. But why should that surprise anyone? The Phoenicians have never tried to hide who they are, and they have not changed in more than 2,000 years. They're the favorite punching bag of both the Illuminati and the Templars, and the Phoenicians seem to take it in their stride. Still, I fear the Council and its members may be underestimating the Phoenicians at this point. You can only kick a dog so many times before it bites. I believe we'll soon see how hard they can bite.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Phoenicians myself. It's probably lurking about somewhere in lore notes that I've picked up over, like, the last playthrough session. But, yeah, they're sort of like a wild card entity, as far as I can tell. Well, he more or less said that, but we'll hopefully find out some more about them, and maybe get to stomp them a bit. Who knows?
The dragon does not belong to any place. This is simply where they are now. And it's like a maelstrom pulling everything in, spitting out what it doesn't want. If you land here and stay here, you're important to them in some way or another. You might know why and how, or you might not. But just being here means that you are. This place, this neighborhood within Seoul, is like a dragon itself. It's a maze, an illusion, it's chaos, it's the dragon.
Yep, which is why it's so fucking hard to find anything here.
The competition and infighting between the big three is not new. It's been going on for literally ages. It used to be that they would meet in the open and fight to the death, but it came to a point at the Battle of Armageddon. It was the clash of the Titans, and the world was almost destroyed in its wake. From that day on, the societies agreed there needed to be rules. If the world was ever to discover that it was being ruled by a small elite, and that the demons and monsters of the night are more than figments of our imaginations, there would be widespread panic, and our society would crumble.
Right, so they managed to almost destroy the world in a giant war that no one noticed, and they just got to the point where, hang on a minute, someone might notice this. I get the feeling that they're maybe overstating things a little bit. Surely someone would have noticed the world almost being destroyed. Someone. Yeah. But who am I to tell?
So they formed the Council of Venice, a council governed by the cabals to keep their world secret. All the major and minor players have representatives, and they have the authority to police the other societies, to a degree. You can only imagine how hard it is to govern those who wish to govern themselves, how difficult it is to deal with as many agendas as there are member societies. But for all the failings of the Council, there is one thing they are in full control of.
Ow.
The secret war. Rather than having agents fight each other all over the place, risking death and exposure, the Council allows for organized battles in approved locations
Like
where the
Facebook.
secret societies can fight for the control of resources, far from the public eye and with as little blood spilled as possible.
And that is literally everything you had. That feels like a conversation that shouldn't have ended at that point. But okay, that is starter NPC number 1. All done and dusted. What's going on with that screen? That looks awful. That is just awful.
Goodbye.
You are not singing at all. No, I looked at this last time, didn't I? This is just showing off some of the extra content, like the chapters and stuff, which are sort of self-contained little, I say little, bits of story mission that you can sort of go off and do. I think I've got most of them. I think I'm missing a few from early on where I didn't play for a massive amount of time. And they're just not available anymore. I cannot talk to you. This is a shop. Could I talk to the random Oni upstairs? Is he still there? Nope. Is there more upstairs? And no, you're just a shop. I could have sworn there were more people to talk to that I didn't talk to earlier. You can't be the only exposition dump here. Wow, I guess I didn't miss that much. I can't remember if the wind chime noise is like just random ambient sound or whether that's indicating something that I should be looking out for. Nope, cannot get up on that roof. You can get on some of the roofs and there are like hidden things lurking about. Like those earlier when I was in that basement, there was a like floaty coin thing which gave you some lore which you can look through. I've collected, I think, most of them from this area, but I haven't really looked at them. Not recently anyway, I had before. You still have nothing to say? I'm curious as to what... Okay, no, I know what that is now. So if that's the dojo, then that's up the side, and that's... Yeah, okay. I don't need to go through that. That door means nothing, then. Awesome. Whee! Have I got almost a, like, 4-foot vertical jump? Yeah, damn near 6 feet. Okay. I'm basically better than most Olympic athletes. That's awesome. Did I talk to you completely?
서울경찰청 드래곤 담당 부서에서 근무 중인 경사입니다.
Okay, you're talking entirely in subtitles. That's useful.
제 임무는
My
경찰과
job is to
드래곤이
make sure
최대한
relations between the
조화롭고
police and the
효율적으로
dragon
일할
are
수
as
있도록
efficient
돕는
and
일이죠.
cordial as possible.
우리는 당신들 뒤를 봐주고
We rub your back, you
당신들을
help us deal
서울을
with any
위협하는
occult disaster
초자연적인
that threatens
사건들을
Sale.
막도록 돕는 것.
It's a fair deal.
공평한 거래 아닙니까? 가끔 서로 적당히
As long as
모르는
everyone's willing
척하기만
to look the other
하면
way from time to
관계는 잘
time,
유지될
the
겁니다.
relationship works just fine.
드래곤에 대해서라면
What I can tell you about the
나보다
dragon
당신이 더 잘할 거
that you don't...
아닙니까?
Oh, what can I tell you about the dragon that you don't know already?
드래곤에 대해 아는 사람은 아무도 없어요.
I guess the truth is
그게
that no one
드래곤에 대한
knows anything
진실이죠.
about the dragon. The dragon simply is.
서울은 내 고향입니다. 꼭 지켜낼 거예요.
This is my city, I
당신이
live to
말썽만
protect it.
일으키지 않으면 우리 사이엔
And as
아무런
long as you
문제도
don't do
없을
anything to
거예요.
hurt it, you aren't going to... And I missed that bit.
뭐죠?
Civilian. Why are you usable? You've got little cogs that suggest I can do stuff to you. I don't have it with you. That's so weird. Oh. What's that? And I think there's stuff in the computer cafe upstairs. It's really weird that this is above a police station. Okay. It was worth a try. Is there anything to do or anyone to talk to up here? Does not appear so. The hell is he playing? That actually looks kind of interesting. Let's come out first person. Nope, nothing to... I thought there was way more like conversation and lore in this place than there appears to be. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, it's been quite some time. Maybe I'm just remembering all the little hidden lore snippets that you have to read later. I don't really feel like narrating that. It was painful enough having to just sit around narrating subtitle guy. Inspector, I've already forgotten your name, from the police station / cyber cafe. Yeah. I am now being thoroughly boring in an RPG. Or an MMORPG, I should.
당신을 위해 기도할게요.
And then there's these guys. Do I want to randomly narrate subtitles again? Background noise is getting incredibly loud now.
제가 임신하는 꿈을 꾼 적이 있어요.
I kept having this dream where I'm pregnant, which is silly because, you know,
남자아이와 여자아이
it's twins, a boy and a girl,
마치
and they pop
불꽃놀이를
out like
하듯
fireworks.
펑펑 하면서 출산을 했죠. 두 아이를 평생 사랑하겠다고
I'm holding them in
다짐하면서
my arms, and I'm very happy because I know I'm going to cherish
행복에
them
빠져
forever.
있었어요. 그런데
But then
의사
the doctor
선생님이
says
얘기하는 거예요.
there's more coming.
아이가 또 있어요. 또 있다니. 갑자기 무서워서
More
비명을
coming?
질러댔어요.
Suddenly I'm
안 돼요.
terrified.
도로 집어넣어
No,
주세요.
make them turn back.
이젠 줄 수 있는
No
사랑이
love for
없다고요.
anymore. Isn't that awful?
잠깐 꿈이죠.
Anyway,
벌써
that was a
몇
few
달
months ago.
전이에요. 이젠 꿈을 꾸지
I don't dream
않아요.
anymore. I can't
잠도
even
잘 수
sleep.
없는 걸요.
It's like, I have to wonder what my character would have asked that, like, it's like, hey, tell me a bit about yourself. It's like, oh, I'm the local priest, I do stuff like that. It's like, no, I had a weird fucking disturbing dream several months ago, and I really feel the need to tell you about it. Yeah. This game has some excellent narrative, but sometimes some subpar dialogue. But I think that's just a Funcom thing. If you've ever played, is it called The Park? Which is set in the secret world, and is a location we can visit and be horribly maimed by fairground rides in. Yeah. That is so clunky and awkward. It's not even a fair reflection of, like, the narrative in this game. It's... yeah.
고통과 혼란이라는 표현으로
At least
카오스를
chaos
설명하기도
explains
하죠.
pain and confusion, in a
제가
way.
그걸 믿으면
But if I believe that,
그분에
how
대한
can I
믿음을
still believe in...
어떻게 우리의 삶이
I
한
mean,
꼬마
what
아이의
if our lives are
변덕스러운
really
마음을
directed
따라야
by the whims
한다면
of a little boy?
어떨까요? 꼬마 아이는
He should be stomping in
땅에서
mud,
뛰어놀고
playing on
그네를
swings.
타겠죠. 저는 아이들을 좋아해요.
I've always been good with kids.
아이들의 마음을
I can
느낄 수
sense how they're
있거든요.
feeling. Yeah, oh yeah, the head of the dragon is a small child. A very small, aloof child. But you don't talk to him. You talk to an annoying, very, very, very annoying lady who is just like, rawr, rawr. Yeah.
그 아이는 나이에 비해
He's very
똑똑했어요.
wise for his age, and he understands
주위에서
everything that goes
일어나는
on
일에
around him.
대해 모든 걸
But more than
이해했죠.
anything else, he's lonely.
하지만 아주 외로운 아이였어요. 주일에 오는 청소년단
It
숫자가
started with fewer youth coming
조금씩
on Sundays.
줄어들면서 시작됐어요. 처음엔
At first, I
오지
didn't want to
않는
chase
아이들을
after them.
재촉하고 싶지가
It's
않아서
important that people
그냥
come of their own
있었어요.
will.
자신의 의지로 오는 게 중요하니까요.
Yeah, the Orochi group. There's a whole bunch of stuff with them later. They are just like sort of like a shittier mercenary version of the Illuminati.
하지만 교회에서만 그런 게
But then it
아니었어요.
wasn't just the ministry.
공부방에도
It
동아리
was the homework
시설에도
clubs, the
학교에도
community centers, the schools.
아이들은 아무도 오지
The
않았어요.
kids weren't just not coming anymore.
어딘가로 사라진
They
거죠.
weren't anywhere.
드래곤이 제게
The dragon began
뭔가를 주기
sending me
시작했어요.
things, beginnings of
단서를
trails
따라가
leading to
보니
strange programs
이상한
and
프로그램과
clinics.
클리닉으로 연결돼 있었죠. 급기야는 그들이
Eventually, they sent me
열차표를
train tickets.
보냈어요.
3 leaving in different directions at the same time,
서로 다른 방향으로 떠나는 세상의 표였죠.
which is a very dragon thing to do.
제가 선택한
The train
열차에
I chose led me to an
오로치
Orochi
테스트
test
클리닉에
clinic.
도착했어요.
That's where I saw the
거기서
experiments.
어떤 실험을 봤는데 그리고 잘
found
아는 세
records
명의
of the
아이에
3
대한
children I
기록도
used to
찾았어요.
know.
다른 열차의
I can't imagine
목적지에서는
the other trains leading
대체
anywhere
얼마나
worse
더
than that.
끔찍한 일들이 벌어지는 걸까요?
Yeah, like serious bag of dicks.
주여,
Oh god.
어찌한단 말입니까?
I'm not a very good narrator. You are also another thing. So yeah, this starting area gives you some backgrounds on you know, the dragon. That is an air raid siren. Okay, it's because a dragon thing is under attack by the Templar. I still have no idea what this point does. Anomaly. Ah, titles. Lab coats. Pets. I can't afford any of this. So I guess I done. Yeah. Thank you for telling me I did well enough. I don't know, it feels weird trying to talk over someone else because of their subtitles. It's like if you've ever been naughty and downloaded a film that turns out to have been redubbed for some reason by this one very dispassionate monotone Russian guy who does the same voice for everyone else's speech. They exist out there. That's what I'm like at the moment. I think I've talked to everyone. Oh no, I haven't talked to Dojo guy, and I think there's some other people down here. You're a mute monk, because why not? War Council of Venice. I think you get tokens for them doing PvP stuff. I'm not sure. I'm also kind of amazed you're still watching, because I've stopped basically doing stuff. Advanced Faction Fixer. I guess it's just the weirdly over-muscled guy in the dojo I haven't spoken too much, and I'm sure there was someone else. Let's go in the dojo. He's basically like a ripped anime grandpa.
This house is shelter from the coming storm. In time, it too will be swept away, as will we all. Until that time, this is a place where your choices need not have consequence. In this house, we stand apart from the fabric of the world. In this martial silence, meditate on what you are, what you will become.
A little overdramatic, it's just a little bit rainy outside.
Ask yourself if you seek to master a single talent or become adept with many. Know that the dragon will rearrange itself around you. In adaptability, we find strength. There will always be change. Return here whenever you wish.
Again, I thought you had way more to say. So yeah, this is, if you watched the last video where you do all the training and test out which skills you want for your initial build. As you level up, you can branch out more into other skill sets. It's not a normal level progression from most RPGs, MMOs, whatever. It's just a little bit different. So you earn the XP to get your next skill point, which can be spent on literally any number of skills which you work through in progression. So you can stop one path and go another immediately. You still have to earn the new XP to go through that, but it's not as limiting as, say, having to pick a character class and stick with that and go through the branches of one character class. You are everything, and you can build decks up from what you've learnt. But is it K? Yeah. So I've got a whole bunch of different skills. I'm focusing on Blade and Chaos at the moment because why not be stereotypical dragon? And as you level up, you gain more perks for using those skills. But I can just as easily start into another path. And the actual abilities. So with magic, you've got 3 types of magic, 3 types of melee, 3 types of ranged, and a little misc thing. Which I don't remember there being. Subversion, turbulence. I don't remember these. Sleight of hand removes all crowd control effects and makes you immune to further crowd control effects for a short time. So these feel a slightly more PvP good. I don't remember these at all. So I think, like, when I played this way back when, I was more of a hammer and blood magic type person. Because hammers also, for some reason, include axes. They're labelled as a type of hammer. I think it's something to do with the crafting shape, because it's craft-based shape-based crafting even. Sort of Minecraft-esque, but, you know. Yeah. And as you work your way through, you can acquire enough skills to build up your own decks and sort of arrange them in a list of passive and active skills that you feel complement your playstyle or your group's playstyle if you're in a party quite regularly and want to fill a specific role. So you can have people who are focused on healing or DPS or what, you know, the typical MMO tropes. I'm starting off with a sort of solo build because I'm going to be alternately playing by myself or with one other person. In theory, we could do most of the content together as long as we're sort of fairly careful and spec out right. But individual survivability at the moment is my main focus. But there's also some preset builds, and they give you some perks and bonuses, and once you've learnt the skills to fill those out, you can get them, and that's kind of awesome. Maverick. Enforcer. Shotgun. No. Commando. Champion. There's no Chaos and Sword in the starter sets. Chaos and Elementalism. Ninja. Go full on Naruto. Chaos Theorist. That's weird. Fist weapons. Oh, yeah, but there's enough of that because I've got my current skill sets. I don't think I've got any. Oh, I do have points to invest in stuff, but I will not do that just yet because, quite frankly, I don't need to. I can more or less just walk up to anything and smash it in the face, and that will be enough. Because, as mentioned before, I was a lifetime sub, so I get a shitload of credits every month to spend on random shit, as well as account bound items that are just like a couple of tiers above what they should be in power. So while I'm using Q1 tier weapons, which is the lowest, they've got the stats of sort of like a 2 or 3, which isn't bad. And it means I can afford to fuck up while I'm trying to relearn this game that has changed a little bit from when I first played it. And it's nearly 9 o'clock, so I've been playing for about an hour. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way through to 10 because this was more or less a catch-up session. I think I'll do some of the repeatable Kingsmouth stuff, because a lot of this, obviously with the way respecking skills works, sometimes you need to do stuff that is lower tier in order to get through those skill trees to level up faster. So they've made damn near everything repeatable, which in terms of like narrative is a bit weird for some of the missions, but you know, MMO's got to MMO, and it's a mechanically functional way of keeping players invested in a fluid skill system, which isn't bad. It's just jarring for lore nerds. Of which I am sort of one. Although I have forgotten so much. So much. This loading screen is taking a very long time. Doesn't appear to actually be doing anything. My upload speed seems to... I don't know what the video quality's like, because my upload speed is just all over the place. It's sort of darting between 4 and 1.5. My upload speed has gone down to nothing? What? Yeah. Oh, I've been playing for about an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, it's not bad. Why? I may have some mild internet connectivity issues if this incredibly long loading screen and my OBS information is to be believed. Which means I'm going to have to contact my internet service provider at some point and get annoyed with them, because this costs a lot of money to have barely any service. I will hopefully be streaming more regularly again and back on schedule now, because despite the fact that my health isn't really improving, my free time has opened up quite considerably due to, you know, loss of work or whatever, which is in part down to my health, but mostly because I was a temp. It's down to workload. I was too efficient at my job. That might pick up again, it might not. I will be looking for work soonish, regardless of whether my health picks up, so until then, I will hopefully be streaming some more. Wow, this is really taking some time. What the shit? Anyone in chat? Is this still running? Ooh, Fangor Blade. I did not realise there was more people than Kyle in chat. If you're still there, Fangor Blade, hello! I should really be calling you Transonic Casual. Are you pronouncing that as a hard G? Or is it like... No, yeah, Kyle. Yeah, I suppose if you're doing it as like sort of a Nordic G where they do it as Y's or whatever, then it would still sound like Kyle. In which case that's slightly clever. Now that I've said that, even if you didn't mean that, that's what you're going to say, what's going to happen, isn't it? But I'm willing to believe that that's what you intended anyway. That's fine. That's fine! Not that I know whether or not I am actually broadcasting right now, because I'm stuck in a loading screen. Let's just pop out of here and have a little look. Let's... That's not good. Okay, for whatever reason, OBS just tried to install itself again while still running. That's mildly disconcerting. We may have some audio feedback in a second while I check the video preview of the feed. It appears to be live. It appears to be. Although it looks a little frozen from where I'm seeing anyway. That may just be where it's trying to catch up because of lag issues, and I'm now trying to watch video live from the internet that I'm also streaming to the internet. and that could be causing some issues if I'm having some bandwidth problems. I don't know if I am broadcasting. Ugh. Since I've technically run out of things to do without Jake anyway, I may just call it here. Ooh. Yeah. So this will be a short stream, assuming that it's still even going. Seriously though, what the hell is going on? Check the viewer list. There is no one in the viewer list, so if there's any, or it says there's no one in the viewer list on my little chat pop out. That may be an internet issue. It may just be that I know what I'll do. I will type. I will ask in chat. Because, I mean, ending purely due to technical difficulties is a bit of a pain. Let's be honest. At some point, I'd had all of this. I'd basically gone through and ripped as much of the loading screen art and other like Secret World concept art as I could find, and had it all set up for a Secret World theme on my computer. I was heavily, I still technically am, I'm really into Secret World. I love everything about it, except for the, you know, MMORPG mechanics, because I'm not an MMO type person. I'm basically slogging through this because I like the concept, the narrative, the everything else about the game. What the balls is going on here? Okay, so this appears to have buggered up in a very serious way. I don't know if I'm still recording, so I may as well just stop the stream here because the Secret World has basically crashed on me. I'm not entirely sure why. I had some technical difficulties getting started, but I thought that was mostly OBS based, which is why I did a quick update of the software, because I was like 2 whole version numbers out of date. But that shouldn't necessarily have stopped it working. Yeah, so I'm sort of back. I'm slowly trying to get back into the swing of streaming regularly, which isn't necessarily as easy for me because sitting in one position and talking non-stop whilst quite uncomfortable is not so great. Doing so while also concentrating on another thing is also a little bit difficult because I'm suffering some largely pain-related brain fog. But, you know, the medication I'm taking to alleviate some of that pain, not a lot of that pain, but some of that pain, is also not helping. But I shall strive to be more regular. And once I've got some more regular viewers, I've said regular way too many times there, it feels awkward. Yeah, I should be hopefully in a place to either pick up again or completely restart the whole interactive Skyrim thing, because you know that's something that I really wanted to try. It sounded like a lot of fun to do. Right. Well, at the end of that mildly disappointing little sort of half-assed playing session where I was just getting up to a point where I could play properly later. That's it. That's all we're doing for tonight, because reasons, I suppose. I will hopefully catch you at some point later. I may do this again for Friday. I will check with Superspy and see what he's doing, see if we can actually organise a guaranteed time that we can play through, and hopefully I will get my other issues sorted. Assuming I'm still even streaming, I'm just talking at a microphone right now. Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I shall see you at a point in time that is not now. Goodbye.